two very short speeches. The first, will you please welcome Mr. Bhupinder Singh, the Managing Director of the Punjab National Bank International Limited.
I'm honoured to be here, for which I thank the sponsors, for the organisers, and all of you who have made this evening a very, very wonderful evening today. Listening to the eminent speakers after speaker, making your doctors, Sukhbir Kapoor, Dr. Rami, MP Virendra Sharma ji, Sukhdev Sidhu ji, Dr. Chandok, MP Inderjit Singh ji, and many other eminent speakers who came here. Listening to the teachings of great gurus conveyed to us in simple forms reminds me of Bhai Mohinder Singh ji of Nishkam, who keeps on saying that we are all blessed to be part of the Sikh culture, and we are all blessed to have teachings of our great gurus, and the values that we learn from our gurus, we have the responsibility to share this with the entire world. I think our eminent speakers, after speaker who spoke on those values very briefly, are carrying on this great job of sharing the values of a great Sikh tradition. One of the important values of Sikhism is also seva, in service to humanity and service in general. Me and part of my team sitting at table number 20 from Punjab National Bank are very blessed that we are part of an organization which deals in seva. We are part of Punjab National Bank, which believes in service to the people who deal with us. We are a great bank in UK, having 7 branches, because of the services that we render and because of the services that you allow us to render to you. We are a greater bank in Punjab, in India, having 117 years of tradition, having 5,500 branches in India. And this year, I'm very proud to share with you that Punjab National Bank in India has been declared as the best bank for the current year. Thank you for your thoughts. In this financial turmoil which is going on in the entire world, we at Punjab National Bank have this philosophy that the way forward is always growth. So we believe in becoming part of dreams of all of you. And we'll be too happy at Punjab National Bank to be part of any of your ventures. Yesterday someone was asking me at Ramgarhia Gurdwara side that do you take only deposits? I said no, we do universal banking, we do all types of bankings. We don't limit ourselves to only one segment. We are into lending, we are into deposits, anything about banking you can think of, we are. So Punjab National Bank shares your dreams and we'll be too happy to be part of your dreams. I'm very, very delighted that besides Sikhs, many non-Sikhs and Britishers have also come here. This again confirms the richness of Sikh values and the openness of Sikh values. That we are an open community, and we are thankful. I'm thankful to the local Britishers also for coming over here and raising our motivation. Thank you so much. Lastly, from Punjab National Bank, I wish all of you happiness to your family, to yourself, and in Punjabi, as they say, Chaddiya Kala Vich Raho. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhupinder ji, and thank you to Punjab National Bank International for supporting this dinner tonight. That just shows that you have the right values, putting back in the community, serving the community as per your tradition. I've been asked by Mr. Ravi Gidar, I hope he's somewhere, he wants to share 1 or 2 thoughts. He's the Secretary for the British Asian Conservative League. He's got a very difficult task making Asian more publicly or politically spirited. Asians believe in number crunching. They don't believe in becoming politically active. Here you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're having your dinner and you've heard lots of speakers, so I'm going to be very brief. I'm going to talk a couple of words, a couple of messages from Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The first message said a lot about this equality. Guru Nanak Dev Ji thought about this 500 years ago, about equality. He said, not only for women, for everybody, class, creed, everything. The second message, thank you for listening. The second message today is about community. Guru Nanak Dev Ji spoke about love. I'm not going to talk, nobody's spoken about this earlier. I know a lot of speakers have gone. Look in your hearts. Where is the love? Not love thy neighbor as a Christian. We've always spoken about, in our community, what I'd like to see, everybody to love each other. There's only one place this love is, in your hearts. So please, everybody. And also, I'd like to congratulate all the people who won the awards. Very deserved awards. Enjoy your dinner.
The next speaker is Sachin Rajput. And Sachin is a GLA member.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, can I simply start by correcting a certain point? I did like the introduction I was given as a Greater London Assembly member. I am in fact standing as a candidate for the Conservative Party next May in Brent and Harrow as a Conservative candidate for the Greater London Assembly. I wasn't here on electioneering purposes, but I think I ought to set the record straight. I'm not the Greater London Assembly member yet, but with your support I may well be in May next year. Can I simply take this opportunity to start with by thanking the organisers for a wonderful event today. I certainly represent various communities and work with various communities in probably one of the most diverse areas of London and indeed the United Kingdom, that is to say Brent and Harrow. And one of the things that we find, given the economic circumstances that this country and many others face right now, is that we do have a smaller pot of money, for whatever reason, and we do wish to provide better services with less money. And one of the things that the Sikh community certainly represents in the United Kingdom is a community that does what we seek people to do now. It's to look inwards, to see what you can do first. You do not come straight to the doors of adult social services, of the job centre, of any other organisation and look for support and help first. You are a fantastic beacon and an example of a society that looks after itself first before it asks the state for assistance. So I'd like to thank you for that, but I'd also like to say that certainly the speakers that we've heard today, some of the awards, the recipients of the awards who have received those today, certainly set a fantastic example to all of us, and indeed to myself, that one of the things we do need to do as a society is to learn from people like some of the recipients of the awards, so that we can continue to be an industrious society. The Sikhs are certainly a very industrious society, and so that we as a community, and a Sikh community here, can get us out of the recession, to get us onto a stronger economic footing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for what you do in the United Kingdom, and I very much look forward to seeing you all again. Thank you very much.
And now, for the third time of asking, the Vice Chairman, Mr. Harniel S. Luther.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the last speaker, please rest assured, and my job is to give a vote of thanks to you. How enormous pleasure to see the distinguished guest amongst us, the august gathering this night, but especially in our deliberations of the distinguished members of Parliament, Mr. Bhupinder Singh, Managing Director, Punjab National Bank, Mr. Sukhdev Singh Sidhu, Minister of Coordination, and very importantly, Mr. Amarjit Singh Chando, Additional Advocate General India. May I say, Mr. Amarjit Singh Chando, what a words of wisdom you have said here tonight about the progress in India. And thank you so much for whatever you have said. tremendous support from State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, Lloyds TSB Bank, Monarch Commercial, BI5 Limited, Sterling Media, Asian Affairs, and others are much appreciated and privileged to us and well acknowledged. Tremendous support also from Mr. Jasbir Satcher from Asian Reserve, Mr. H.S. Rao from PTI, Mr. Krishan Raleigh from India Links, Mr. C.B. Patel, Asian Voice, Mr. Jaskaran Singh, Pardesh Weekly, Mr. Mustada Shah, Daily Jump, and Mr. Server of the Nation. Lord Inderjeet Singh, CBE. A lot has already been said about you, and I also wanted to say a lot about you, but my job is limited only to Thanksgiving. May I therefore say, Lord Inderjeet Singh, thank you for bringing up the glory and pride of our community and our region. For Dr. Rami Ranger, I have yet to find words to thank him and Mrs. Renu Ranger, without whose support our tonight's function had not gone to such a standard. All the members of our executive committee have worked hard in the success of our function. Our MC, Andy Bignall, Sapne dancers, and Brigadier Williams drummers have brought extra light with their notable performances tonight. May I now say that our chairman, Dr. Rami Ranger, and all my colleagues in the executive committee of our association join me to thank everyone I have named, and very especially, ladies and gentlemen, all of you.